Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Omer. All right. All right. Let's get this party started. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. All right. And let's go through some of the instruments out there and get going on the daily analysis. Crude oil. Crude oil is in motion. In the early analysis that we posted on StockTwits and Twitter, we talked about the 93.92 level that needs to be protected overnight. And that level was protected, and we flipped and ran into target number one and came back and retested the middle of the range, 95 into 96 half. And the market is pushing to target number two, 99.3. And then target number three is going to be 101.56. Okay. So that market is by the dips. Good morning, Sheila. How are you? Target number three. Then in an outlier event, 108. But that is going to take a lot of work for us to actually get up there. But that's kind of the structure of the day. Ultimately, the market has to protect that low, 95.6, and also Globex, which is 94.3. That's what we're dealing with this morning in crude ES. The expectation is to see a gap fill. We got a bit of a push, and the market reversed fairly cleanly and ran up to target number three, which is 3899.25. Now, at the open, I'm expecting a bit of back and fill, but ultimately, we're looking for higher prices on and pullbacks to buy into the pullbacks on reversals. So the market got to protect that gap into 38.61, and ultimately, one of the biggest lines of defense is 38.39 and a quarter. So we need to see that price protected, and pullbacks in that range is viable back into target number three. Target number four is 4,014. That's an outlier event, and you need to kind of really base in and around that 39.20 for some time in order to build a base for higher prices. But that's what we're looking for in ES. Gold. Well, finally, we get a little bit of a bit of motion against that base that we're building. We had Captain set up long at 1703 and a half. That one reacted to the middle of the range, came back and tested twice, and the 1717 has been a critical level. And we talked about that into a run up into that level. And now we're retesting that. Ultimately, you got to break that 1720, and that will give you a base to go to 1745, and that will give us a base for a bit of relief rally, which has been really this price action has been stretched down significantly. Good morning, Adnan. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Russell 2000 buying the pullbacks against that gap of 1749, and we're looking for protection against 1740. Pullbacks are buyable. Target number four, 1794.3. Then target number five is 1825. Ultimately, you would see a bit of back and fill in the morning, and it's a Monday, So our inclination is to just kind of wait for the market, that first 15 minutes, half an hour, and see how the price action is behaving, and then go from there. We got about 4 minutes to the cash market open. All right, 3 minutes to the cash market open. Let's take a moment here, get focused, get disciplined. We know what we're looking for, and we're gonna get the job done. Okay. Yeah, I had a great one, Adnan. How was yours? Just basically, spend it with friends and family. Watched a little bit of UFC. Had a birthday party that I went to. Good morning, Polly. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Okay, good job. Yeah, doing replay is an important thing. A lot of people don't spend enough time, but there's a trick to it, or something to be conscious about. Is don't once you when you're running the replay, you're gonna run it a little bit fast to kind of just get to price action that is a signal. But once you get there, take it down to just one time, basically live market, and not fast, because you never want to condition your nervous system to uh, replay in a speed that does not match the market. And that's the purpose of it, is to go in and replay and see, and take a day that you're not very familiar with. Hey, good morning, John. A day that you're not familiar with, so this way it's a surprise, like you don't know exactly what's going to happen. So take a day that is a month away, or I'm gonna do another video on replay, and I'm gonna put a couple of points that I think are significant for people to pay attention to. All right, cash market open, and let's see what this market is all about today. Good luck, everybody. I'm gonna step away for just a moment. All right, guys. So what we're having right now is a market that is disconnected. The 200 is still long, but the 100 NT Rinko is pointing lower, and that tells me that the market is a bit basically quiet right here and out of sync. If we break 93, then the market would be in sync on the short side, and we can look for fading opportunities against these levels. But this is the surprise part: slow, really not much movement. It's already 8:34, and I keep looking at my screen, wondering why the price action is not moving, if my machine is not working or not. But that typically you don't see this. You see a lot of movement right at the open, and we're not seeing that right now. So we're definitely going to be patient. We're going to be watching. Go from there. Yeah, I'm looking into that. Give me a second here. My quotes are off. All right. Safe. What's the current price on NQ? 123, 127. Oh, so is my price here current? 125. So I'm trying to just make sure that we are accurate. I reset the connection. Okay. Good morning, Oscar. How are you? All right. So the market came into this Globex area and bounced right back up. The market is out of sync. We have a one candle reversal. Basically, we hit target number 3 and we just the market faded it. And now we're bouncing right back up. But I mean, this is an area where if we can find a short signal, we'll take it. No trades done so far. All right, so we're flat. No trades done so far. All right, and the game plan here is to kind of patiently wait. The market put a captain setup short at the open here at 113 and ran nicely down to that 90. Now we're getting a bit of a counter move here. If we close above that 130 level, which we are about to, it tells me that the market is back in out of sync. So what does that mean? It means that I need to be patient. I need to be patient for the market to retrace back to 12,091. That will get me back in the short mode. If the market continues to go higher and breaks 165, then that will set me up for pullbacks are viable, but they need to kind of overcome this one candle reversal on the 200. Russell 2000. Okay, so that's moving higher. Gold is firming up here about the 1717, and that's a critical area. If we hold that 1709, we should see 70, 25, and 30 throughout the day. Crude oil, we talked about the 91, 92, uh, 93, 92 level that needs to be protected overnight. Uh, and that price flipped, give us a new cloud against Globex, pull back, give us a inception trade at 96.58, and target number two is hit at 99.32. Target number three is 101.56. You're at 64. Everybody, what's the price right now? Okay, so basically my quotes are all over the place. All right, let's solve that problem. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, if you guys bear with me, I'm gonna close a Ninja Trader and close my connection and restart the whole thing. But I'm gonna stop sharing here for a moment and get that done. All right, let's see here. All right. All right, we're almost there. Yeah, sorry about this, guys, but it's going to take a bit of a minute here, and we'll get back up. So I'm going to I'll leave it alone, let it calculate and load. For whatever reason, we're having a bit of a technical issue this morning. All right, so are we looking right here? Good morning, Brad. How are you? Uh, Safe. What's the price that you're seeing? Brad Bryan, 75. 75. So is 60 wrong right here? All right, let's try this. I'm going to use another connection here. So ultimately, I mean, while this thing is working its way to a better quote, we're seeing that the market have reversed completely and closed this 200 into Rinko candle. So that tells me right there, uh, we're still have a bit more buying pressure coming through, and as long as we continue to protect 12,100, then we can start moving into the 200 and potentially higher. All right, how are we doing now? Hey, Randolph, what price do you show? Omer? Uh, what quotes do you show so far? All right, top of the hour, 9:02. So are we accurate here or no? I know YouTube is about 20 seconds delay typically. What about in our Zoom meeting? Adam, you rebooted? Okay, safe. Okay, Adam, good morning. Umair, safe. Okay, yeah, you rebooted. Anybody else that can tell us the quote? Just trying to confirm that we are current. Okay, so it looks like I'm current. Price action is kind of corrected itself right here. Current. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, that took a minute. What did we miss, huh? We missed a nice, decent rally that started right here at 843 and just kind of grinded its way higher into the 185, and now we're in a bit of consolidation. Uh, the 200 and the 100 are still in sync on the long side, so we're looking for long signals, and we need to make sure that we do not break this level right here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It just here we go. We actually broke it. So that is telling me that they're putting a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko. So the expectation is to see a bit of selling pressure into 120 um, against this level here. So you're having a mixed market, but yeah, I'm gonna go in, at least try. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to go with 5 contracts, but okay, I still have two. We should see a push. We should see a push right here into 136. Then here we go. Thank you. And let's see if I can get to that 120 zone. I should be able to. Target number 2 is 125, and we push through that, we should get 120. I'm just basing it off a straight up captain setup. I'm gonna go break even on this contract right here, plus a point, and see if I can get something bigger going. No. All right, that's fine. I'm still looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity against the 186. The question is why. First, the market is disconnected. Typically, I would rather wait for the 200 NT Rinko to be short before I start, playing that game. But I have a very specific signal here, which is a captain setup short on the 100 NT Rinko with an entry point around the 45. So got in there and basically getting out of it in pieces as the price going to go lower, and it looks like it's going to flush here, but that's fine. I mean, that's just the first trade of the day, and I ended up in more contracts than I kind of wanted, but we worked it into a profit. So that short that we just did, that's what we ended up with $680 on that sequence. Okay, just keep working. Yeah, let's just put it this way: if we can, and this is a big boys trade right here. If we break at 12,090, right? That is going to be a captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinko. Load up the truck on that one, and look at this thing. Boom, sold off exactly as it should to that 20, and now we burst below that into 20. Uh, Target number 3 is 108. 91. If we break 91, that will be a level that we need to be very conscious. That will start off captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinko. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You're gonna be doing good on this trade, Adnan. Yeah, if that move happens, then you are looking at Globex, which is 43 half, and potentially a cover of the gap at 12 and then 944. But that has to happen. And we're already having a captain set up on the 100 Rinko on the hundreds. So that is a short of 144, and we're hitting the 108. Yeah. All right, let's wait and see here. All right, so we got very close to target number 3, and we're bouncing back up a little bit here. ES is bouncing back also to the top end of the channel. Brad, restart your PC and or quotes. That would be one solution, and also look at the data series here. Um, I'm using Ninja Rinko on NT8, right? And those are the brick. So it's going to be a bit different, unfortunately, to the NT7 because we're not using the same candles. But ultimately, over time, you're going to get enough of. Majority of the time, it's about the same. Now, also look for to load 10 days and see if that helps. Okay. There we go. Maybe that's what they want to do, huh? 91. Yeah, and I think it just has to do with the fact that we're I- in NT8, they don't have the Rinko NT in there. That candle is not there. So the closest one that we were able to find is the this one right here, Rinzo Ninja Rinko. So once we get over everybody migrated to the NT8, um, you'll have it exactly like I do. Yeah, how we're doing, GM? Good morning. 147 for Apple target. Let's take a look. Netflix should be coming up soon. Are you doing anything there? So we need that 91. If we get 91, then we got that scenario that we're talking about. But if we don't, then that changes things. Like right now, well, yeah, the AutoZone is coming back down. Out of curiosity, why AutoZone? Like, why is that a good short or just technical? Yeah, that would be a big trade. 300 points. I mean, a decent trade, yeah. All right, so they're putting a captain setup short on the 20 NT wrinkle here. So multiple patterns on the short side coming through. So we may end up getting that 90. But I'm not gonna go ahead of it. I'll just simply just wait for the 90 to show up, then look for a rally, and in that rally get short. So this is gonna be a bit of a patience game. We already put on a good trade for about $600. All right, a potential captain set up switch trade. At 121. So far, the idea here is to patiently wait. I mean, like I'll play that for a scalp, and it's gonna be a scalp. I mean, I'm literally gonna. If it breaks up 29, then I'll take 8 point stop and move on. Oof. It's gonna be a scalp. Either it's gonna go up to 29 or it's gonna come down to the 16. One of those two things is gonna happen. Typically, these will resolve itself lower. There you go. Come on, baby. Don't be shy. Thank you. That's fine. That's fine. I knew I wanted to be scalping here. So it's not like I got into it looking for a bigger trade. So we made $200 on that trade and we are up 882 and moving on to the next trade. Yeah, thank you, Adnan. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you like the stream and it's helping you, hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. We are building a big family here. Let's go. So ultimately, the 90 needs to happen. So we're seeing just the basically consolidation in a tight range after the market made a bit of a move from 180 to 120, and we're in the middle of the range on the 100 NT Rinko. So that's just basically the price playing around this range, uh, and that's one of the reasons I'm kind of focused on scalping in here. Now, when we get to 90, if we get to 90, then I will go in a bit more of a swing trade mentality, and I will trade in a range, and I will accumulate a bigger position. And my stop is going to reflect that, and my target is going to reflect that. But till we get there, the behavior here is more of a quiet consolidation, and any trades I take here are more of a scalp, and I'm looking for. I mean, if the market runs up to 145, then the 200 and the 100 is out of sync. It's already out of sync anyway, right? Actually, it would be in sync on the long side. Excuse me. But you're running into this captain setup short. So really, I'm not going to be excited about going long. So I'll continue to watch if we go and break above 145. Ultimately, we need to get to the 90. Um, well, not at 90. At 90, we will have a captain setup short on the 200 into Rinko. And we already have a captain set up short on the 100 that paid. So once we get to 90, I will be looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity, but not necessarily go automatically short at 90. That just defines the environment for me. And then I got to look for a behavior and an entry point to manage risk. ES is the same, yeah. All right, so we got the market in sync on the long side right here, and I'm passing on these trades right now just because the way the market is structured. Now, if we break the 184, I mean that's a different story at that point. If I want to go and scalp, then there's going to be scalping opportunities within these shadow trends that we show right here. Because I mean, you're getting like an inception trade here, a railroad trade right here. I mean, you're getting a captain setup short right now, but ultimately that green is telling me just go long against that wave here. So it's an interesting market. The way it's just behaving, it's given us a lot of mixed messages in this range. Initially, we hit target number 3, then we put a captain setup short on the 100. Beautiful. We went short in it twice, made money. One at the beginning of it, we took a small trade on 5 contracts. Then we took a 2 contract trade on this captain setup switch trade. We knew it's going to be a scalp one. So that's the first thing. Now, the second um, idea here is you have a switch trade on the 200 into Rinko, meaning this market is sold off and came back in and uh, got bought to the high, and now you're getting a little bit of a dip in it. So I mean, ultimately, you have a long signal and you have a short signal in that one spot, and whenever you see that, that literally tells you to stay away and look for the market to expand the range outside the market to expand their price outside that range. So what do I want to see happen? Where would you got to ask yourself a question, where would you trap the shorts here? Anything above 180 you will trap because you're breaking this captain setup short. Where would you trap the longs if you break what 90? That would be a huge move. So you really either want to see 180 or you want to see the 90 happen. And the tone of the market is just a slow grind. Prices are not dramatic. They're not moving, super quick here. So we're going to be patient. I mean, one trade that could come about if we break 105, because that 105 would be a captain setup switch trade on the 100 into Rinko. I mean, that's a solid decision making process right there, because anything, if you go short 106 to 110, you have a stop at 144 at that point. So you're risking, 30 points, but now you're looking for a move into 90, and then you're looking for a move into 45. So you're getting, 70, 80 point target. Where we at right now, I want to undertrade. So you're seeing these captain setups are working in this area, right? You got this one right here. This one right there. And on the 100 NT Rinko, a captain setup. And if this one breaks into the 90, then you got a captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinko. That'll be significant. All right, how's everybody doing so far? Adam, how are we doing, buddy? Brad, Sheila, John, how you doing? Safe, Omer, Adnan, GM. Are any? Did you execute any trades? I saw some of the stuff that you were talking about earlier, but Randolph, no trades, all good watching. Okay, Oscar. I don't know what's Preto doing here. Let me see. 7 senses. We, we got a Greek remix. I like it. I like it. 5 trades, all in profit. Very good. Very good, Oscar. Good job. 'If we break this one right here, yeah, I will just go in and take. Come on, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'll take the scalp version of this and just wait for that 190. Oh boy. Yeah, here we go. Man, I should have left that one alone. Because you were getting captain setup switch trade. I need to start getting medieval with this thing. Come on, baby, let's go. So that trade we made 215. So we're up at 1,098 so far, and let's keep working. And we're very close to that 90. So I'm gonna do something a little bit on the aggressive side. I'm just gonna go and just short and short and short. And the stop is 51. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So now here I need to push my target because we're coming into the bottom of that. So most likely they're going to rally this thing up. And if we break the 90, the odds are here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So we're at a whole number. They're going to play around with it for a little bit. We're going to break into the 90. I'll probably get to the 85 pause. Good job, Adam. 30 points on that drop. Yeah, it was just a classic inception trade. And, things were out of whack here, but, I just played it off the 20 NT wrinkle. Ah, good for them. All right. Okay, so Captain set up switch trade, and they ran it over to 143, and I gave it the whole spectrum of risk in order for me to for that thing to continue, and I got stopped out. It's very rare to see them do a captain setup on a on 100 NT wrinkle. I mean, I haven't seen it all year long, but it happened today. I gotta take that risk and move on. That's gonna be ugly. Yep. All right, so we're down 58.02, and let's keep working. And watch him turn it all the way back down now. God dang it. That it's worth the risk to me, but to be honest with you, because whenever you see a captain set up switch trade on these big wrinkle bars, you always get a couple of candles in your favor. And if that one worked out, I mean, we would have been looking at 80, 60, and 40. Really, risk reward on those are very solid. Yeah, look at that. God damn. It's kind of messy. All right, let's just keep working. It happens. I mean, it's not a big deal. I, if this one worked out, I would have been up 10, 15 grand. I mean, that's just would have been the reward because I would be adding to it along the way, and it would have just paid big. So I risk 5, 6 grand for the potential of making 10, 15, and it in a setup that typically works, I would say 80% of the time. It just didn't work out this time. So I can't get emotional about it. It's just I have to. It's just one of many trades, and just keep on going. By the end of the day, most likely we'll be up. So let's just keep working. Sorry about that. So what I'm saying is just you could never, or you, it's not never, you could never say never, right? But typically you don't see this type of behavior. A captain set up, then another captain set up on the 100 NT Rinko, just the whole year you could take a look at the 100 NT Rinkos and you will never see that. Typically, whenever you see a captain set up in a switch trade, you will see 1 to 2 candles, if not more, in on the short side. But that's fine. I mean, I gotta take that risk, and setups that looks like that I have to get aggressive with. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. I'll just come back later and like, okay, so let's put it this way. If this candle closes all the way back down, I'm going to look for a rally back up as a shorting opportunity again. Just the way it's going to be. And I'll take risk and I will size up in that environment because ultimately we're going to go back down to that 90 if we break this candle one more time to 105. Okay, so let's just keep working. All right, so things are grinding lower right here, and a decision point for me would be 105, 106 and a quarter. Another decision point if we break above 180. Anything in between, I'm just gonna kind of wait on. Ultimately, I mean, that would be a hindsight, is us waiting for the 90 to show up would have been the safest trade out there, because that's where momentum will start picking up. But we saw this captain set up switch trade short, and we just got into it and got aggressive with it all the way to that stop of 50, and now we're just basically oscillating right now. So patience. I got to be patient and wait for one of those decision areas to show up, and then I'll participate. It's amazing how slow things are. They're just oscillating, slow consolidation. We really definitely need to see that either 80 or that 105, and anything in between, we're just going to leave alone. let's take a look, see what else is out there. So for the month so far, we're up 71.27, including our drawdown today so far of 59.97. So that's how kind of the month is working out. We're up a lot more at some point. Let me see here. Kind of started the month and kind of kept going. We're up as much as 12, 13, 14. Then we had this one trade that we just got involved into. So 71.27 so far. So you gotta have to kind of put everything in perspective. Let me show you what else is going on here. So those are our past 48, 49 streams that we had. And on May, and you could click on each link and it's going to take you to the actual stream that produced that result, right? And it's going to take you to the result of, so we made 47, 643 on May. June is 19, and not including today, we're up 3 grand on in July, or from the stream perspective, correct? So we're going to add that one to it here. So it's all relative. I mean, 5 grand seems like a lot of money, but so we're seeing the market kind of inching higher here. Okay, inching higher. I'm still sticking to the idea here. Either you show me 184 and you break this captain setup, or you show me the 106 and you break this captain setup. Anything in between is going to be quiet noise, and I'm staying away from it. That calendar, I'll send you the link to it. Let me see here. Here you go. That's the link. It's on Google Drive. So basically, after the stream session, whenever it's over, I'll update it and post it. Then you could come in here and just literally click on the actual session and say, all right, I want to go to, small day, big day, a down day. We got some down days here. Here you go, big day here. And it's going to take you to that session. And you could just go through it and see what the trades that led, here you go. We had a $5,100 day right there. You click on that. It's going to take you to YouTube, and it's going to take you to that session. And some of them I put on where the money was made, right? So like 20, like a $2,100 trade right here, and it's gonna show you what that is and take you right through it. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, PJ. I mean, now when you're looking at it from the 200 NT perspective, absolutely. But I was ahead of it. I was ahead of the 90 basically. I mean, it got to the tick, to the almost to the tick right there. Take care, Brad. And looking back, I don't. Anytime I see Captain Setup switch trade on the 100 NT Rinko, I don't care. I'm gonna I'm gonna get aggressive, and I'm gonna take that direction, because 9 out of 10, this is gonna give me uh, a push lower. 9 out of 10, that behavior will continue a minimum 1 to 2 candles, a minimum. And sometimes you'll see big moves in that behavior. So statistically, I just have to take that trade. Now, the next question is getting aggressive. I got aggressive because if this holds and turn back into 90, that means I had captain setup switch trade, and then another captain setup short on the 200 NT Rinko. Now, I I will get into like 30 contracts total in that trade, and I will hold on for 50, 60, 100 points in that. And that would be a huge day for me. So for me to get aggressive here is not something that I would say, oh, I should have done differently. I would have done the same exact thing 10 out of 10, because 9 out of 10, that behavior works. Uh, Adnan, you could take a look at that. I think I have it on Google Drive, so you could just click on that link and go. All right, they're inching and inching and inching higher. All right, look at them now. I mean, they're inching it higher and higher and higher. That's fine. I mean, you got to break that 80 for me to be interested, and we'll go from there. Right, how's everybody else doing? Everybody knows what I did. Let's see what we got. GM, are you up money? Adnan, are you up money? Adam, how are we doing? I know you hit that 30-point move early on. Sheila, safe. Omer, all good here. Okay, good, good. Few trades profitable. Good. Up $44. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take that day. Yeah, it's just the same thing for ES, Sheila. It's you're getting a whole lot of choppy noise. You got to break that 3900 into the 3902, then pullbacks become viable for me in ES. No, I wouldn't go short right here. Absolutely not. I mean, on ES, you it just literally we're stuck in a very tight range right now. So you got to expand outside that range in order for you to find out if there's momentum or if there's a fading opportunity. But when you're stuck in this very tight range, Sheila, it just you're just guessing. The bias is on the long side right now. So I'm kind of looking for the market to see if we can break that whole number and then pull back for a buying opportunity. But beyond that, we really need to see that expansion before we reach any more decision points. So when I'm looking at NQ and in retrospect ES, I gotta see that 80. I gotta see that 80 break and a pullback, and then at that point you're really looking at a stop at 92, but you could manage it for a lot less on the 20 NT wrinkle. But then you're looking at expansion into 200 and 250. That would be the next target. Since since this captain setup short on the 200 NT wrinkle never came about, and that 90 we were looking for never came. We got close, but close, you could see how close can get you nowhere. And then the captain setup switch trade right here got reversed, and now they're just churning it back up. So rather be kind of long into this than short, and looking for the 80 to show up, then that will trigger me to start looking for entry points. We know that the market can extend itself a lot further than most people are willing to withstand here. Added some shorts again. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Oh, on Apple, sure. Yeah, they look like they're gonna pick up the pace a little bit here. They're picking up the pace. We're coming up to that 80. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, guys. So we're almost done in the morning session here. I may come back later on today, that last hour of the day, and see if we can capture a trade. And if this helped you in any way, share, comment, subscribe. And ultimately, the story of the day for me is, did I stick to my trading system? Did I follow the signals? Did I take appropriate risk per the signal that I have? And I can comfortably say yes to all of these things. The fact that I made money or lost money is not the measure. The measure is, did I followed exactly what I needed to follow? So this is what following it meant. I got short here, covered. I got short here, covered. Made money. I got short here, covered. We were up 1,000. I saw a captain set up switch trade, which is a huge, huge signal for me, and it works 9 out of 10. I got short and I said I'm going to get aggressive. I got aggressive. When the market stopped me, I stopped myself. That's me following the system. And when you go aggressive and you get stopped out, you're going to lose some money. Be comfortable with it. Imagine I didn't get comfortable with it and I got stubborn. And now this stop is trading at 180, right? That would be not following my system. So part of trading is taking a stop. Get comfortable with that idea. And that's it for me. And we will do this again, okay? Tomorrow. And see you guys on the next one. Have a good one.